Hello and welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Okay, here we have today a 2014 on a 64 plate Ford EcoSport. This car is presented in a very nice metallic black, has a black leather interior and is a 1 litre 3-cylinder petrol engine with a manual transmission. It's quite an interesting specification actually, and a very interesting engine, truth be told. You'd have no idea this car's got a 1 litre engine hauling it around, because it drives so well. It's incredibly responsive, very fuel efficient, and you get a decent amount of power as well. So yeah, very interesting engine. Car's covered just under 70,000 miles, supported by a very comprehensive service record, which I'll actually share with you when we get in the car, because it is for something of this sort of age, you don't tend to see it going to the main dealer every year, but it's got a very comprehensive Ford service history with, I think, 6 or 7 sort of Ford main dealer stamps. So really good history behind it. It's a 2-owner car. It was taken in part exchange, and the customer purchased a Mazda from us, as we are a Mazda main dealer. But we take all vehicles in part exchanges, any age, any shape and size. So very happy to have the car for sale. Used cars are trading at a bit of a premium at the moment, very difficult to get hold of. So it's just nice to have another car to be able to offer. I mentioned car's got black leather interior. I'll come on to show you that in a second. Conditions really good for 70,000 miles. Car's in good shape. The only things we're going to have done are some marks on the alloy wheels. There's a couple of marks on like the edges, and if you can see, there's like a little bit of sort of almost like a delamination to it in some places. It doesn't look like curbing marks. It actually looks more like a sort of manufacturing mark that's not quite right, but we'll have that done. And there's a couple of sort of stone chips on this back sort of wheel cover here, which again we'll have put right. Other than that, it's a presentable car. Interested with these, if you haven't seen one before, there is a handle at the back here, built into the tail light, and a hinged boot to go the opposite way. So even though it's not a massive car, you still get that high up drive position, and a decent sized boot as well. Tiny little parcel shelf here that you can sort of pull over and lock into place to keep your items covered up if you want to. I'm trying to do it one-handed, but a decent enough size boot for for what is not really a huge car. Sorry about the wind noise. Lovely December day. Show you the back of the car. Mentioned you've got black leather interior. It's got this sort of very nice contrasting red stitching on it as well, across the whole seats, into the headrests as well. Looks really smart, very subtle touch that, but to have black leather in a car, normally a good indication of a well-spec'd vehicle. And you've got light headliner as well, which is all in lovely condition. For keyless entry and push button start. So again, a very welcome addition to any car. And you'll see in there, car's covered 69,933 miles. Start the car up, there's a little push button starter there. You just have to dip the clutch pedal, turn the car on, and car comes into life. It's just telling us we're a little bit low on fuel, but don't worry, we'll sort that out before it goes anywhere. You've got a climate control air conditioning system in here. Bluetooth hands-free phone, radio and audio streaming, and you do have USB connectivity for up there as well, which is just down here, along with an aux cable and a 12-volt socket as well. You have a 5-speed manual gearbox. There's no lift or gator on reverse, so you just come over to this side and down. Even though it's only a 1 litre engine, it's geared really well. The gears seem quite long, so you're not forever changing, and because the car's turbocharged, you do still have power to use. So yeah, it's a nice setup engine and gearbox. All our cars come with 2 keys. They actually came with both the original keys. I mentioned a moment ago about the car's service record, which I will share with you. Bought it with me to be able to show you. So the car, as I mentioned, was a 2-owner vehicle, and the supplying dealer had actually serviced it in 15, 16. It then went to a Hendy garage in 17, 18, 19, and it's been to an independent in 2020 in the November, and then we have just carried out a service and an MOT on it, which we will of course stamp. That just hasn't been done yet, as well as some other reconditioning work. So we put a couple of tyres on it, we put new wipers on it, and I've prepared the car really well. I also believe there was some corrosion on the very back of the exhaust box, so I think we've replaced that too. But all in really good shape now, and car drives really well. You do have steering wheel controls here for your hands-free phone and your stereo, and you have cruise control as well. Again, not a really common option on an SUV of this sort of age, and they're only just starting to specify them with these options in around sort of 2014, 2015. So one of the early ones to it, which is good. You also have an auto-dimming rear-view mirror. I don't know if you can see the little sensor up there. That'll acknowledge if somebody behind you has got their headlights on a little bit too bright as well. Just turn the car off. And that's it. That's our Ford EcoSport. Car's available to view and drive at TW White & Sons in Bookham. We are a Mazda main dealer, as I mentioned, but very, very happy to take a part exchange from any make, model or manufacturer. Like I said, we're very competitive purchasers of used cars at the moment, and we'll give you a more than competitive offer for your car. Just give us a call and give us a try. Please feel free to give us a call if you've got any questions about the car. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope to hear from you soon. Cheers then, bye.